So at this point, I'd say I'm a pretty avid watcher of romance anime, not just anime in general. I know all the tropes, I have seen too many to name, but most recently there's been one that I've avoided because it looked pretty mediocre and I never heard anything about it from anyone, but being bored, I finally gave it a shot and I'm glad I did. This series is called Yamada Kun and the Seven Witches. This is a pretty short series anime wise. It only has 12 episodes with OVA content. The story follows Yamada and the Seven Witches, like the name implies. But for those who haven't seen it, it is different than what you may think. I will read a quick synopsis for those who haven't seen it. Ryu Yamada is a second-year student at Suzaku High. Ryu is always late for class. He naps in class when he does go there, and he gets awful grades. His life is very boring. But the beautiful Urara Shirashi, on the other hand, is Suzaku High's brightest student. But one day, without real explanation, their bodies are swapped. Yamada ends up in Shirashi's body, and Shirashi in Yamada's. If you don't mind minor spoilers, I will go into this. Yamada and Shirashi fell down these stairs when they were going to class, and they landed on top of each other. So they assume this is what caused them to switch. But actually, the switch occurred when they fell on top of each other, and they kissed, causing the switch. So then it is thought that Yamada has the ability to switch body with whoever he kisses, and for the most part that is true, because whenever they test this theory he successfully switches. So he is confirmed to have the ability to switch bodies, and they think that this is the only power at the entire school, but they were wrong. We find out that there are plenty of other people at school with powers, all of them being girls called witches, with Shiraishi being one of them as well. So Yamada and his club make it their mission to find out who all of the witches are in the school. I absolutely fell in love with this series. I went into it expecting nothing, but it was actually really good. The plot is pretty nice, surprisingly. I thought it was just going to be a dumb harem anime, but there is just way more depth in story than you might think. It may not be on some Death Note or Attack on Titan kind of plot, but when the story picks up, it definitely picks up. Every single character is likable in my opinion, at some point. Some may be unlikable and annoying at first, but they definitely grow on you. There are funny moments in the story, like most romances. Yamada and Shiraishi are probably one of my favorite couples in anime, bro. It's nothing super deep or complex, but they are just really nice and fun to root for, and they look great together. This is actually my top 3 romances of all time now. I was thinking that it might have been recency bias. It still has been pretty good to me. The anime ended perfectly, but I did want more. I've heard people say that the manga drags a bit from what I've read online, but I am definitely still going to read it because I love the series that much. I highly doubt that I will dislike it. I try my best not to spoil anything too much in my videos for people trying to get into the series. I really recommend this anime to anyone who likes the romance genre if you haven't seen it already. And for the people who have seen it and liked it, just know there is someone else who is praising it now. Also, this show has an opening that is in my top 10 of all time. It really fits the show as well and is just an absolute banger. Listen to it.
口づけダイヤモンドあなたの指に渡そう形のない約束いつだって思い出して写真に残らない思い出を焼き付けて二人の約束が口癖で終わらぬように口づけダイヤモンドあなたの指に渡そう形のない約束いつだって思い出して愛してる
I hope you guys enjoyed the video and go watch Yamada Kun and the Seven Witches.